And thanks for staying with us. Let's turn to the Middle East, where tens of thousands of people protested in Tel Aviv on Saturday night against Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and his government's proposed changes to the Israeli judicial system. Police estimated that more than 80,000 people flooded central Tel Aviv's HaBima Square and surrounding streets, while others took to the streets in Jerusalem for parallel protests. There is more in the following report.
Despite the rain, tens of thousands participated in protests all across Israel against the judicial reforms that the new government plans to introduce. Protesters have described Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's proposed changes as an attack on democratic rule. Rallies were also held outside the Prime Minister's residence in Jerusalem and in the northern city of Haifa. Critics say the reforms would cripple judicial independence, foster corruption, set back minority rights, and deprive Israel's court system of credibility. Among those opposed to the reforms are Israel's Supreme Court Chief Justice Esther Hayat and the country's Attorney General. These are the largest demonstrations since Mr. Netanyahu's new coalition government was sworn in December. Under the new plans announced by Justice Minister Yariv Levin, a simple majority of the Knesset would have the power to effectively annul Supreme Court rulings. This could enable the government of the day to pass legislation without fear of it being struck down. Critics fear the new government could use this to scrap Mr. Netanyahu's ongoing criminal trial, although the government has not said it would do that. The reforms would also give politicians more influence over the appointment of judges, with most members of the selection committee coming from the ruling coalition. If it passes into law, the plan could make it easier for the government to legislate in favor of Jewish settlements in the occupied West. Highlighted the power of the court to rule against it as a way of blunting international criticism of such moves.
And joining me to discuss this